Hey guys, welcome inside SportsWorldNews.com. This is the Baseball Buzz. I'm Brett, this is Ray, and each week we're going to come to you about the biggest topics that you're talking about in Major League Baseball. Ray, how are you?
I'm great. I'm so excited to be talking about baseball right now. This season took too long to start. It's in full swing.
We're in full swing, and the first issue we have to talk about, Ray, instant replay. It was controversial when they announced it was going to be happening. They've overturned a lot of plays. What's your thoughts early on?
Well, first of all, about time they got with the times. I'm very happy that they brought instant replay in. It shows you how much the umpires were missing in the first place, and it's good to get things right. Yeah,
absolutely. I always feel that getting the call right is first and foremost important. The whole process with the challenges taking a long time, managers have to kind of slink their way out into the field, and what you know.
That would be the number one improvement I'd make. The idea that these guys have to slowly walk out to the umpire and then sneak a look back, it's turned the process into a little bit of a farce.
Yeah, it's more of a game.
Yeah, that needs to go. They need to shore that up, but overall, it's good to get the calls right.
Yeah, I agree. I think the NHL has it right. They have every goal reviewed up in Toronto. I think baseball could figure out a way to do something like that.
Absolutely.
Early on, we're only about a month in. Surprised so far? What are you surprised with?
Number one surprise to me is how bad the Diamondbacks are. They can't buy a win right now, and it looks like bringing in Trumbo to anchor the lineup, not such a great idea. Not a non-base guy. Sabermetrics people tend to not like Trumbo, and they're looking right.
Really curious to see how long Kirk Gibson, fiery player in his day, fiery manager, is going to put up with this team not playing up to any kind of potential.
Especially with that rotation. They tried it. They lost Patrick Corbin, but no excuse for how bad they've been.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to stay in the National League with my surprise. The Milwaukee Brewers. I know it's really early, but they won 9 of their first 10 on the road. They have a great lineup.
They do have an excellent lineup, and it's more than Braun, who has actually not been so great up to Braun standards. Carlos Gomez, Jonathan Lucroy, very underrated player. And the rotation, no stars, but top to bottom, excellent rotation.
I think that it's really going to be really interesting. If their pitching holds up, I think they're really going to be a force to be reckoned with in the National League this year, and that's a surprise as far as I'm concerned.
And K-Rod, too. Can't forget K-Rod. He was not even named the closer coming into the year. Surprised everyone. He's been the best closer in the league.
Until he gets into a fight with one of his family members, and then that'll be a problem. What's your takeaway this week?
Well, my takeaway is, unfortunately for New Yorkers, the New York Mets, trading away Ike Davis for basically spare parts. I understand he was not playing up to what they expected, but they just didn't get anything for him. It's a guy who once hit 30-plus home runs. You send them to the Pirates. They're in the NL. I think that could haunt them. He's already got a grand slam for them.
Started quickly for the
Batting
Pirates.
over 400. That's obviously not going to last, but he could hit 30 home runs in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and then Met fans will be chagrined forever as he's gone.
They're used to it.
Well, we are, thank you. My parting shot is basically, I'm really impressed to see all these really great young managers who were great players. You know, we're used to seeing guys like Joe Girardi and Terry Francona, guys who were not really great players, although Girardi was good. But now you got guys like Matt Williams in Washington. You have Ryan Sandberg in Philadelphia, Robin Ventura in Chicago. It's really interesting, and Mattingly, of course, with the Dodgers. It's really interesting to see some of these players running teams of their own.
Yeah, I think that it's great to see that, and especially when you can get a player who played for the franchise.
Sure.
That helps.
Absolutely. So that's our baseball buzz for this week. Hope you enjoyed it. We're going to be here every week talking about the things you're talking about in Major League Baseball. That's Ray. I'm Brett. Play ball.